voy hablando tú y una y y y y Alrighty. Get it started. Get it. Get my fucking cord to work with me. I even got stuff shared. Fuck, that was loud. That was a lot louder than I thought it was going to be. Let's read the game, because last time I played this was on stream. We're just doing a marathon. Fuck me, that's right, I was playing as the Persian Empire. I've never played as the Persian Empire. Soon as this loads. Just load in. There we go. Get in this. Sorry, Sean Bean, I'm tired of listening. Alrighty. How's it going, guys? I hope you've had a good day. I had a pretty been nice and spent the day training a new manager, which I was really excited about. You're closer, so we're gonna go. Woo! New currency boost. Let's get to which still sounds like a slur to me. I don't know about y'all, but I hate that. I hate saying slang. Oh, shit. Aww, we're their first suzerain, whatever that means. So, this is Max's Tavern, which means I want to talk about whatever random stuff I've been thinking about throughout the week, and I would love to hear your guys' opinions. If you want to leave a comment in the major chat or leave it in the comments below. Kind of choosing a game that I can kind of sit back and relax to and keep an eye on chat. So, talk with me. First thing I kind of wanted to talk about was Bo Burnham. I've mentioned his special quite a few times, but I've listened to it enough that I can probably go off like an English major that I am. And I hope to God none of my... I didn't refuse to trade with you, bitch. Hope to God none of my English professors watch this, because I've probably put more thought into... Fuck off, Wilhelmina. Probably put more thought into this than I have most of my English papers. So I've been doing a lot of listening to Bo's new album, Inside. It's great. I love it so much. It's such a good album. One of the big striking things to me, at least that it hasn't been a common thing, but it's been something I've noticed, is not a lot. Some creators really chastising Bo for talking about the fact that he's rich and white is hilarious. Because, like, one of the things I think is really interesting about Bo is the fact that he really is kind of an American dream. Like, at least from the way I've always thought of the American dream, like, work hard doing your own thing and become rich. And, like, Bo has done that. So, shout out to Bo on that. Keep going, bud. What do you need? So I've thought about that. I don't know. I saw one of my personal favorite content creators going on about what talking about. It's been a while since I watched the video, and I've honestly been kind of blocking out a lot of her content because it really pissed me off. Like it was. What was it? Okay, maybe I'm not gonna disappoint my English teachers with how well thought out it is. I'm gonna disappoint them with how much I forgot about what the fuck I was gonna say. Should have written it down. I don't know. I like Bo's special. I really thought there were some really cool things about it and some really cool things to kind of focus in on and talk about. Um, First one that really I didn't still don't like the song that much, but I'd been listening to it a lot recently. White Woman Instagram. And I realized that it's a smart song. Like, it is so much poking fun at the basic women who are very one note with their Instagrams. Like, Asbo sings the goat cheese salad. The goat cheese salad, the stereotypical pictures, and one thing that I thought was give me a oh, you can't give open. Oh, off. One thing that was really interesting to me was after listening to it a few is it's not really just a call out of white women on Instagram. It's parsing through the brain. I'm exhausted. um it's this kind of reinforcement of you can have one-dimensional notes but also be a three-dimensional person. Which, if that doesn't make sense, believe me, I've been trying to parse that for weeks. But it's also the best way I could figure out how to say it. Like I said, he sings a lot about what a lot of women tend to do on Instagram. Post the same old pictures. The but he's also when he gets into singing about the girl and her mom, he does the song about it's been a decade since you've been gone. Mama, you missing with you front lawn. I love that part. I'm not a huge fan of the song in general, but I love that part, and I love that part not just for the way it sounds, but also for thing went off. Really surprised that device. Thought its battery would have run out by now. One of the big things with that song, I feel like, is just that establishing that you can have these basic tendencies and you can still be a person. Yeah, this typical white woman that he's singing about, she does all the stereotypical stuff, but she's still a person beyond that, which I think is as like I feel like it's something that we don't really see. We don't see a three-dimensional woman a lot of things. No, figure out open borders and then talk to me. Still parsing what I'm trying to say. Like, the ideas are all there in my head. It's being a pain in the ass to actually say them now. Like to visit our nearby city and sample our hospitality? It's just it's very interesting. I'm trying to think of other songs where women are super one, and there's thousands of them out. I mean, just about any female pop singer is very just obsessed with boys, drugs, that's it. When that's not how any woman. Ooh, good of mine. I keep getting to the game and then I'm distracted. Fuck, well, dang. There's just so many songs out there with the one dimension, and then Bo kind of takes the cake and eats it too. Point being, see, that's a good deal, Kinshi Huang. I butchered that. Um, get a farm built. Dude going for Bordion. Bordion. Yeah, that was kind of my big takeaway from white women's Instagram. Is it's very interesting and unique in that Bo does take the cake and eat it too. Having a three-dimensional woman character in his that is still also very one-dimensional or one-dimensional times. The other song that I love to think about and listen to other people kind of use it is the this it's just begun. I cannot remember the song. I half a million. It's a unique ship. It's waiting on me. A song that is so very very cool. I sure like. I think actually it's probably one of the main songs that gets people kind of nettled. Um, he also has that line in there. The ocean's rising like I give a shit. You say the whole world's ending, honey, it already did. Bruh, I'm trying. Give me a second. Um, I think that's a really interesting. It's a very defeatist standpoint, obviously, but I think it's also really cool that that's where Bo kind of settled down at. My voice is cutting in and out. I don't know why it would be. Retro. Up real quick and see if I can figure out what's going on. I don't know why my audio would be super low, cutting in and out. Snowball is better than save. Oh, okay, maybe it is just picking up high stuff. Maybe I just need to talk louder. Okay, that's cool. I'll talk louder. I can talk louder. I love talking louder. It's the best. Ooh, I've got 3 viewers. How fun. How fun, how fun, how fun. But I was talking about the defeatist lyrics. The whole world's ending, it already did. And, I mean, it's not too far off for somebody like Bo, who turned 30 in quarantine. Like, I feel like that's a big milestone for a lot of people, hitting that 30 years of age. And then to be locked inside your house, not really able to go anywhere because it was California and lockdown was very serious there, which is good. It's an honor to meet you. Would love to sample your hospitality. So I get kind of the defeatist nature of that song. Like, he's very going back a lot. Very cool. I love the way the song sounds and how defeated he is in that song. If that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense when I'm talking now. When I'm talking now, and I'm talking to my great grandmother. Just keep yelling at the microphone. Which, if it is still giving trouble, please continue texting me, Mom. There was another song he did on that album, The Problematic, I think is very fun because it's a commentary on cancel culture. Like, where is the line drawn on what can get a person canceled? Oop, under attack. Who's attacking me? Who dares? How dare? They're barbarians? I can pet my dog? Hold the phone. There's an option to pet the dog. Okay, we're coming back to you. We're coming back to you on the next turn. You can pet the dog! All is right in the world. Faster move. Disagree as well. Come in. Please come in. Love that line. It's a little better. Okay. That's good to know. Oh, I've got a state workforce now. I want to start getting to work. Oop. Close, confirm policy. Get to work on political philosophy. That's going to be a big one. I also have a governor. What did I pick him? Bad choice. Bad dodge. But yeah, the Problematic song, I feel, is a great commentary on the whole situation of cancel culture, which is a whole other thing in of itself that is honestly kind of really interesting, because cancel culture isn't really canceled anymore. It's more, rumor has it that China has declared war on Mongolia. Oh no! Like, getting canceled isn't really the end of a person's career. There was somebody I was reading, some article, and they were talking about how a lot of people who had been canceled had their careers come back and come back even stronger than before. David Dobrik is an excellent example. He got canceled February, I believe it was, because he was indirectly involved in a sexual assault, and that's very, very heavily indirectly involved. He had nothing to do with the actual assault, but the woman wouldn't have been in his apartment if he hadn't invited her. Just kind of where they're drawing that line. Oh. Mongolia's gone. Dang, Genghis Khan. Okay. Bye, Felicia. He's been friendly. Wait, did I accept that? I did not want to accept that. Not want to be part of that. He's been friendly with me. I'm not picking that fight. All you have to do is cross out the. Love that. Mark Twain. Okay, cool. You guys have fun with that. I'm not gonna fight that war. Excuse me. But then Bo's, to come back to Bo Burnham, he's talking about all the controversial things he sang about. You want a great example, go listen to New Math. It was a song he did when he was still just on YouTube. He hadn't gotten any sort of record deal, wasn't doing any shows, just a 16-year-old playing piano in his bedroom. Whoa, why? Not at war. I'm at war? I do not want to be at war. No. No. I am not in this war. You guys go ahead and fight China. I'm not fighting China. That's a losing proposition. I'm a small empire. New Math. Very raunchy song. A lot of very political incorrectness going on in there. And to my knowledge, Bo has never actually gotten any flack for when he was singing that, or any of his early music. Like, there were definitely people who were saying, like, oh, that's just so immature, singing like that. Yeah, so what? But he never really got canceled for it, and then he is talking about how he dressed up as Aladdin when he was 17. Didn't do blackface or anything, but, like, that's something that could definitely get a person into trouble. Doing a cross-race costume as a white individual, and not saying that's good or bad or anything. Stating facts. Please don't come after me, internet. I'm too small to survive a cancellation. Unless that guy's theory is right, and that's exactly what every career needs. Cancel. Hell yeah, cancel me. But Bo's really interesting in his take on that. The fact that he doesn't really take any possible cancellation seriously. He's just making a song riffing about it, making fun of it. So, I really like Problematic. It's a fun sounding song. Great. A good one. I love the quotes that they have with the church. I feel like I want to go to work on. We're gonna work on currency. Let's hear what other songs were really interesting. Goodbye. Content, Goodbye, and there's one other that kind of complete a trifecta for Inside. But Content and Goodbye are really interesting ones because it really shows that progression of the depression that he was dealing with in quarantine. Because Content is really upbeat. It's talking about how he's been gone for a while and he's excited to be back and making music. And it's right at the start of the album. It's really fun. It's upbeat. How exciting. Da 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 da. Classical. I can get some great scientists. That plus 1%. But yeah, Bo starts out really kind of upbeat, and then as it goes along, he gets more and more defeated. One thing I really enjoyed with watching the actual special on Netflix was he goes on this rant about sorry, I have this tag that is bugging the hell out of me. Um he goes on this not well, yeah, rant. Um about how he's decided he's never going to be happy with the album and it's never actually going to be released. So he's the only one that's actually listening to this right now, and all this sort of stuff. It's also going over the fact that you just see the mental degradation. It gets into the "Are you feeling nervous? Are you having fun?" song. And he goes on to tell about how he had the panic attacks in 2020, or pre 2020. I think it was actually 2015 was when he started having the panic attacks on stage, and he took a break from performing. And then he comes back into this, and he's having a great time. And then COVID hits, and he went from voluntary isolation for his mental health to mandatory isolation for his physical health. And it starts wearing down on him. He gets through. No, it's just before that song. Don't lean forward, please. You mean don't lean back? Maybe I just need to move my mic closer. Do I have enough slack to do that? I do not. Grr. Grr, 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 grr. He's talking about how... No. Get back on track. He's in a segue between... It was this beautiful acoustic guitar song. And I can't remember a damn thing from it because it's another one of those that I don't really like. But then in the segue, he's talking about his mental health again, and he just basically flips the table. He just walks through. Don't move, period. I'll try. I like moving. I'm a very fluid individual. And also, Mom, there is a chat function if you're watching on your phone. Like, you can just go in the chat, say things. Gonna have so many texts from her later. Gosh, she distracted me too. He just tramples through his own set very frustratedly because I think it's this sense that he is sinking back into that depression that kind of forced him to take time off, which I think is, excuse me, really unique. It's a very cool way of showing that progression. Want to get that iron mine. Got enough gold that I really should be able to. Just this complete progression of depression, and the fact that he's sinking back towards it now. It's very interesting to me to see that progress. And then you come to Goodbye, where it's almost a reverse of content. He sung about how if we're panicking, call him up and he'll tell us a joke. If there's a fire, call us and he'll tell us a joke. But now he's at this point of complete and total freak out. He's the one that needs the call to be told a joke so that he can come back down. I really think that's an interesting progression for Bo. I really like how you can just straight up see that. Very cool to me. I always love people being very open and forthcoming with their struggles with depression. Like that's something I strive to do because it helps to normalize it, you know? You want to help people out. Or I at least feel it helps others kind of come to terms with their depression if they're able to see other people being like, hey, yo, I struggle with this too. You're not alone. This is something that happens. So that's always one of my goals. Now I'm super getting off track. I'm probably gonna have mom in tears since she's watching this and like, oh, my baby boy, he wants to help people. Say, with all sorts of love to you, my mother. Yeah, this tile there. That should, oh, it doesn't. Anything towards production. Yeah, I think that's my favorite part about Inside, is that Bo is so very open with his struggle with depression, with everything that's going on. Because it's so powerful to me to see people be very open and forthcoming with their struggles. I talked for way too long without a drink. My mouth was getting dry. And I feel like you can't really talk about Bo Burnham without acknowledging the comedies. The ones that, at least I think, are just straight up humor. Sexting. So fucking hilarious. It's not one that I like to listen to because its sound is just kind of meh. But the accurate takes. A Lady in Pink, I have the pictures. Don't know that one. Don't know that reference. Oh, is that dad just trying to message mom? Love that. The comedy song, Sexting. It's just really funny to me because this is gonna be the one mom wants to tune out in. Being an adult male who has sexted before, that's the struggle. Like, especially when you... I'm gonna disappoint my mother so much right now. Trying to take pics of your dick is impossible. Like, there is no good angle for a penis. Yes, it was, Dad. Okay. He talks about how he feels bad not reciprocating a nude photo and sending a picture of a shirt. And, like, that's real. That's some real shit right there. It is so unfortunate that dicks look the way they do. Because they're goddamn ugly little monstrosities. I mean, human anatomy is just weird as hell. I always love going back to the Robin Williams bit. He has a fantastic set about how the human body was built by commission. And it's all these angels up in heaven trying to figure out how they're going to put together the human body. They were talking about the penis and how they made it collapsible, but they were trying to figure out the best way to cover up the balls, hold the balls, because they tried basketballs and the men were like, oh, it's too big, it's uncomfortable. So they went with golf balls and that worked well. And then they figured out they needed to put it in a sack because the males, they just kept playing with them all the time. So they put it in a sack, but all they had was leftover turkey neck. So they put the balls in the turkey neck and that was good, they thought. And then they presented it to the women and the women were like, oh, hell no, we're not going down there. No way in hell. Like, okay, how about we cover it with some garnish? And then the women are like, okay, yeah, we'll go down there. Love that bit. There's also a great, we're gonna design the vagina like a stage. And there's gonna be these two curtains that cover up the hole. And it's gonna work like a doorbell. There's gonna be a doorbell. You ring the doorbell, curtains open, show's ready to go. There's horrible female anatomy. Not at all how the female body works. But it's hilarious nonetheless. I love that set. I need to remember which show it is from because it is so good. Back to Bo Burnham. Don't you love these tangents I get on? Back to Bo Burnham and sexting. It's painfully accurate. The trials and tribulations of trying to arouse a partner through written words only. Goddamn impossible. So goddamn hard. But that's the humor with it, and that's what I love about that song in particular. Jeff Bezos 1 and 2 are the two songs from Bo that I'm still trying to kind of wrap my head around beyond it just being a fun beat. I mean, I do not care for Jeff Bezos, and I hope I've made that clear to just about everybody I encounter. Dude's kind of a walking sack of shit. But the song that Bo Burnham sings in his special is just so upbeat and fun, and it's just popping. So fun. It has been 216 turns. We're not even into 80. I love marathon mode on Civilization. Squirrel. See here, what else was there? FaceTime with my mom. That is a fun one. If you have not watched Inside, I hope to God I'm encouraging it. Like, I hope I'm making it sound like it's a fun thing to go and watch, or it's an interesting thing to go and watch. It's like an hour and 15 minutes tops, and if you like singing comedians, it's so good. He does a riff on live streamers too. But FaceTiming with my mom, get back on subject again. My mom's gonna be like, son, what the hell? It's another one that I think was just done to sound nice, but is still a comedy leaning. It's not supposed to be like a serious topic. It's just, sometimes you gotta take a minute and call your mom. I tell you, I'm not saying this because she's in the stream. That is one of my favorite parts of the day. I was actually going to call and talk to my mom after work, but I realized my phone had died, which is why it's on the charger right now, so I can keep track of chat too. It's so, and this is probably coming from a place of privilege because I do have very amazing parents. I love calling and chatting with Dad too. There's something different about calling and chatting with your mom. And be serious. It hurts my soul when I hear people not having a good relationship with their mother, because that having a good relationship with your mom is very good. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a necessity. You can probably... What? Am I being invaded? Me? Okay, let's make peace. Love, not peace. Send a delegation. Oh, he rejects the offer. Okay, bud. Okay. Awkward turtles. Excuse me. Yeah, having that good relationship with your mom, I feel, is very, very important especially into adulthood. Just, it's vital. It helps a lot. Vital's the wrong word. Vital's the wrong word. It's handy. It's very sounds so totalitarian. It's very helpful to have a good relationship with it's very helpful to have a good relationship with your mother as an adult, I feel. I mean, with your parents in general. And that's kind of one of the reasons to come back again. I like, yeah, I'm fishing. Reel myself back in. That's another thing that I really liked about Burnham's special was with FaceTiming with my mom. It's good. Good wholesome shit. I think the only song I haven't really talked about from Inside is 30. Turning 30. Which, based on that song, holy shit, I'm scared of turning 30. I'm okay scared of turning 25. 25 feels such a wild number. I don't know why, but it's interesting. That's what it is. It's interesting. But again, it's another one of those where he's coming into it after being in isolation for a year. Like, I don't know the full story behind Inside, but I know that one thing's... Oh, Lorne Michaels quote. Fun. I don't know for sure if he spent the entire time writing Inside in isolation, or if it was something he decided to do after a couple months. I know that the apartment that he recorded in, I believe, is on his property. Because if I remember right, it's what he leaves after, or at the end of what? He like comes out of the room and goes and meets his girlfriend outside. What is another really good show to watch? Also on Netflix. So I don't know if he spent the whole time in isolation. I hope to God not, because that would be such a shitty way to turn. He does frame it really well by being there as the clock strikes midnight, officially 30, no longer in his 20s, and he's locked inside this house. And then he goes on to sing about what I feel is kind of a big lament of what is a really big lament. Oop, I lost a viewer. I think that means mom's gonna text me again. I think that's one of his big lament, or one of the big laments of millennials as a whole, is the fact that our parents and grandparents had all of these different experiences that we just don't have, whether we choose not to have it or we just don't have it because it was never an option to experience. He talks about when his grandfather was 27, he fought in Vietnam. When Bo was 27, he built a birdhouse. Some real big differences, right? I really should try and take over mode. Sorrow. I see any clue. Sorry, I had to take a call. Okay, that's all good. Yeah, I think that's one of the big things that, I mean, at least for me personally, it weighs on my mind quite a bit. Like, the dynamic of all these things that are parents or our grandparents had accomplished at our age. I always see the meme, my parents at 22, let's get a house, settle down, and have 3 kids. Me at 22, hey, do you guys want to come visit my Animal Crossing island? I don't like it's bad that you don't own a house or have kids at 22. I think that's young. Like, but it's an interesting way to measure yourself and your world is to see how you compare to your parents, their progression. I try my best not to compare myself to my parents because, we're two completely different individuals, but at the same time, I have this dynamic of, when did we move to Bison? I was 11. No, I was way younger than that. I was 9. So that would have been 15 years ago. So that would have been in their 30s. My parents had found their place. And now I'm slowly approaching. I hope to God I'm getting that number right. If I lowballed, Mom's going to be cheering. They were 21. 22. Yeah. So mid-30s. When we settled down in Bison and they found this place that they want to live forever and call their home. I mean, as I'm slowly approaching 30, I'm starting to kind of figure out who you to be talking about living. Oh, squirrel, I'm being invaded. Gotta love the raids from family and chat. Ooh, we got a wonder done. Like I'm coming up on that, but I still don't feel like I'm at the point of what I would honestly call success that my parents were at this age. I mean, I'm definitely following a far more different life path. Do you have for one on the works of the kingdom? Random, but okay. Bitch. Excuse me. Oh, damn it. Somebody finished Hanging Gardens. Bastard. So yeah, hopefully making Mom and Dad feel very proud by talking about how proud I am of their accomplishment. How I want to hold myself to that bar. Reel it back in again to Bo Burnham. I think that's one of the big messages from turning 30 is this kind of struggle with this precedent that our parents have set up and trying to hold ourselves to that as much as we possibly can. So that's... Max, why'd you knock that over? Knocked a box over. Definitely me. Let's go to Fen. Oh. Let's... Just trying to hold ourselves up to what our parents accomplished. I think that's kind of the millennial struggle. Trying to measure ourselves by our parents. Struggle, that sounds... I think that's where a lot of millennials are now. We've kind of gone past the killing industries and now we're just trying to figure out our own legacy. You know. Yeah, that's kind of my hot takes. All the things I've been thinking about with Bo's new special. Again, if you haven't watched it, you absolutely should. It is so very good. I absolutely love Inside. I've been a Bo Burnham fan for years. Um, shoot, what I still remember. What was it? I'm pretty sure it was with my childhood best friend. We were at his mom's house and we were just watching YouTube videos. And he told me about this guy that I should really check out. I think we were like 11 at the time. Like we were probably not old enough to, probably shouldn't have watched it with how young we were. But he showed me Rehab for Fictional Characters, which is one of those early songs that definitely should have gotten Bo in trouble with the cancel culture crowd. Um, Quick summary if you haven't heard it. Oh my god, you need to go listen to it. Um, Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, a leprechaun, and Tony the Tiger are all in a, what's the word? It's a rehab. It's a sharing circle. And they're talking about the different problems they've been having in their life. Santa Claus is a sex addict. The leprechaun is an alcoholic. Easter Bunny is hooked on crack. And Tony the Tiger just has anger issues. And it's a really, it's fucking hilarious. Honest to God. Love that song. Still listen to it to this day. That was my first introduction to Bo. And God, it's been years and I've been following his career since then. I remember when he got to do his first sellout music video because he actually finally booked a company. Stuck in a loop here. People got to be making. Yeah, it's got to be making plays here. Here it was Words was his very first music video because he finally got a label to sign him on, and that's another one that absolutely should have gotten him in trouble. And I quote, "I'm a gay sea otter. I blow other dudes out of the water." Such a smart guy. I was about to call him a kid, and then I'm like, oh yeah, he is in fact older than, far older than. That's ever stopped me from calling somebody a kid. You actually waiting? Then let's exit out real quick. I think my game just crashed a little bit. Oh yeah, game totally crashed. That's wicked. Talking about Bo and shit that should have got him canceled. His progression. But he got words as an individual. He started doing live shows. I fell out of following him for a bit, rediscovered him. Shoot, what was that special? There was some. It was. The special was called Words, because it was his first big gig that he actually got booked after. Excuse me. But we definitely. Game is definitely having troubles. Oh no. Oh no. No! Civilization, what'd you do? Well, that's sick. My video's still going at least? I can't even... Glad you guys are proud of me, as my computer is having a freak out. Well, dang. This is awkward. I don't know, maybe this is just God saying, hey, maybe we need to do a short stream tonight. Where I just talk about Bo Burnham for 45 minutes straight. No, I think we made it an hour. I think we made it to an hour, just about. Okay, lesson learned, don't stream Civilization. So stupid. I'm gonna have to reboot my computer. So let's see if I can actually end the stream from my phone so that we actually get an actual ending. Do that at all? Is that a possibility? Excuse me while I fidget with my phone now. My channel. There. Nope, I'm not gonna be able to just end it from here. So, we're gonna awkwardly try and reboot the computer. This is great. Not awkward at all. Well, hopefully it catches the end of this. Ooh, maybe it'll... Maybe it won't. Yes, I can cancel. Okay. Go to YouTube. YouTube's still up and running. We still going? Are we still live? Oh, everybody's disconnected. Oh boy. Oh boy. Totally offline, ain't I? Nope, I'm live. Still live. We're here. Okay. We're still here. We're still here. You're fine. You're okay. I mean, hell with it. Let's go to Jurassic World, I guess. I don't want to do a short stream. Then, yeah. Hang out with Pete. So stupid. I'm so mad at my computer for doing that. Where am I at? There I am. Okay. Let's change the game capture over to Jurassic World Evolution. We can keep talking. Oh, hum. Crazy time. Load regular old game. Load that game. Hey, if you like technical mistakes, because somehow this always works, I don't get the actual... There's got to be a study behind it. But hey, like this video if you're enjoying this hangout time. I hope you are. I'm enjoying it. Never a dull moment at the very least. Look at that dinosaur boy. What a dinosaur. Dinosaur. I think really at this point I'm just trying to 100%. Which is handy because I have 100%ed many things. Oh yeah, that's right. I had dinosaurs that weren't happy unless the entire enclosure was forested. Oh, hi, Camosaurus. Arasaurus? I love this. Oh yeah, now you're missing grassland. Fuckers. Focus. Opinionated bastards. Opinionated big bastards. Here, I mentioned talking about training. Idle. I absolutely talk some training. Have I not started on Isla Nublar? Started on Isla. Why? Idle. All that's been going on training a new manager, which is always a blast. I said that satirically, but I do actually getting a new manager. I mean, training new people is in general. There's that little extra bit that comes with training. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do Island. We're gonna go sandbox on a small island. Make it a challenge. Are Isla Nublar? I'm glad I could make you real. Kind of the plan here. I make people happy. I'm glad I made you. Know what happens in Sandbox. You don't constantly remind me. There is. Find the starting point of this. Or no! Guess flying for the. Don't they? Gotta be. Definitely guess flying. Get to make it a park. Parks are fun. Especially when you have unlimited money. We're gonna do a T-Rex enclosure right next to the hotel. That's gonna be fun. We're gonna. What else has been talk about? Been keeping up with controversial stuff. That's just not good for my health. Nope. Not good for my. I did have to very carefully navigate politics at work today. There's a very energetic young lady, and I'm very happy to see that she is so energetic to discuss politics and how her possible future in-laws kind of piss her off because they her possible future in-laws piss her off because they're just too conservative. They're too conservative, she said. I think it's hilarious. Especially for such. Not that you gotta be old or anything. Path here. What a nice little path there. Ooh, that was my elbow, which was my funny bone, is my funny bone. Owie, owie, owie. Owie, owie, owie. we're gonna set up hatchery. A hatchery. One. Oh, do they only have park tour? There's ooh. That out here. Yeah, this gal, very, very passionate. You gotta love it. I definitely appreciate her enthusiasm. 110%. There's a time and a place. And work is neither the time nor the place. Build out over here. This way and get a totally shouldn't have gone 19. Gonna be bad at building 19. It just ain't going well. Oh, you know what I have been keeping track of? That their new Magic the Gathering set, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. So hyped. I am redonkulously excited for the Dungeons precon. I did get the pre-release kit for it, which I didn't know this going in. Comes with foils of the pre-available dungeon, which I think is fucking sick. And hype beyond belief. So then saw what is actually coming in this whatchamahoosit, this new set for, or no, the new deck for when I saw what was coming out with the damn brain farts. With the set, with the precons, that's what I was thinking. When I saw what was coming out in the precons, I was really excited. Because actually going through this deck list, one of my biggest complaints with the reconstructed decks that are based around a new set mechanic is they always struggle to have enough of the new set mechanic to actually build a viable deck. And Dungeons especially had me worried because I thought for sure Wizards was going to find some way to botch it. And I mean, it remains to be seen. But as far as Commander goes, bruh, they hit the nail on the head. They're doing so well with this set Commander-wise. Not too house. I want it to go through a lot. We're gonna build some more closures. But no, the actually going through what they have confirmed for the deck list, it looks like they actually have a very good idea of what the deck needs a get off the ground. What a deck needs to get off the ground and actually be viable. Like, this is one of the first decks I've actually seen that is pretty damn good, just right out of the gate. Um, Always really hard to do with pre-constructed decks. Always, without a doubt. Um, when I was doing them, and I had a script written for the Ranar the Ever Watchful. I never actually recorded it because I realized Max's Tavern was not doing that well and yada yada. Um, but what I saw there with trying to review that deck was that Fortell just did not have a lot of options as just a 3-color deck. It really needed more. And low key, I think Wizards got a hold of my script that I guess it did get published. It did get posted to Patreon. Um Anyways, Wizards got a hold of it and 6 and ooh, go rainforest. Um so what I had said with Ranar was this deck would be a lot better if it had access to black mana. Um, just because there were a lot of really good Foretell cards or things that synergized well with Foretell that were only available in black. And I'm also slowly discovering that I'm apparently a Esper player, where my favorite combination of colors is actually white, blue, black. Because when I do this dungeon deck, it will be my fifth? I think fifth um deck of that style. Let's see here. I've got Sphinx Tribal, I've got Fairy Tribal, I'll have Dungeons. I know I'm forgetting. I mean, my TNT deck kind of runs as if it was Esper and just uses, which really that's all green. I'm gonna have to just these things, these damn things. Um, Wait. Okay, so that's an 81% success rate now. That should go through. My screen been dark this whole time? Hold the phone. Oh, I've been paused. Why was I paused? Just was looking over at my TV screen and it no work. It no es working. We're gonna do park right there. So this area Sounds ready to be. That's been. You're gonna get your steps in at my park. No laziness in this town, bucko. Or at least. But no, I was really stoked about this new deck. I'm actually really excited about all of the new precons that are coming with Adventures in the Forgotten Realm. They look like they are going to be sick. There'll be just a general meet and greet area. Get some trees up in this bitch. Gonna be releasing a bunch of veggie sources. So that's a Jurassic Park 1993 reference for you guys. All herbivores. Extra ground herbivore. Because we gotta keep them animals fed. I think while I'm waiting for brachiosaurs to get done incubating for the fucking millionth time. And clear out some more forest for getting more park. Now, one of my plans is to get just a massive trail rideable Jurassic Tour thing, and then just do a video of it just running a few laps through the park, just throwing that up for people who want dinosaurs. I don't know why, but I feel like that a lot of you can just sit and watch dinosaurs for 10 minutes. And just 10 minutes. No talking in the background. No weird nerd on your TV screen. Just dinosaurs. Ooh. Back to Magic. Because I love talking about it. For those of you who don't know, there is a format in Magic the Gathering called Cube. And the way I understand it is you are basically just throwing your favorite cards into a box, and then you and your friends are drafting those. Basically, put the cards in bunches of little custom packs, and you crack the packs with the boys or girls or non-binary folk, whoever the fuck wants to play, and then you build a deck completely from that. It's just a self-contained little universe. And what I decided I wanted to do was I wanted to make a cube, and my cube is going to be just multiversal warfare, multiplanar warfare. So I'm very excited. I got the list basically done. I'm just trying to figure out non-basic lands at this point. And I'm wondering if I should lean towards certain colors since there's so many things, but at the same time it's supposed to be a draft. And then people can pick whatever basic lands they want to fill out the rest of the numbers. So like catch 22 in my opinion. We're gonna build this. I'm gonna build this cube, and that's gonna be something that we do on the tabletop thing. I got the list basically figured out. I'm gonna start doing it through my preferred card editor because I've got some very expensive cards that are going to be in this cube, and I don't want to pay several $1,000s for these cards that I want in my cube. It's gonna end up being 500 cards, not counting basic lands. Which is pretty fucking big for a cube. Or no, it's not big for a cube. There's a lot of cards. Seeing all the different getting kind of excited. I think we're just gonna do a small actual park, and we're just gonna do a giant Jeep tour. Gonna be sick. Look at all this deforestation. Mr. Beast, eat your heart out. Seeing no trees here. Oh, hey, I got Brachiosaurus. I gotta get a ranger station made. Yeah. Put the ranger station right next to the Pteranodon. That seems like a safe and reliable from. Wait, this is actually really one of my favorite features of this game. The dinosaurs first coming out of their hatcheries. Look at that thing. Oh, and I love the first roar as they come out of the hatchery. So cool. Cannot say enough how there's a sequel coming, apparently. There is a Jurassic World Evolution 2 coming soon. I think they were talking like fall of 22. So it's a ways out there. Maybe not. Maybe it was winter. Might be winter, like early winter. We've got a sequel coming, and I'm really stoked about that. And that is probably going on pre-order. Because this was an unexpected treasure that I am very stoked to have found. Okay. Kind of anticipating that. The Brachiosaurus, I can get us another 110% down for now. I don't know, I kind of want just a traditional Jurassic Park over here. 290 pattern A. Social changes, because you're going to cross Hank. I can have like, for 30 some dinosaurs. Okay. Next step is going to be making the rest of the area. Very large and be able to ride through. Yeah, no, World of Magic the Gathering is really exciting right now. I know there's quite a few people who are very frustrated about the state of magic right now, and like, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it before. Toxic fanboys are always going to have a problem with kind of how toxic fanboys are. They're the same people who damn near rioted at McDonald's for the Rick and Morty sauce. Okay, so I think big old herbivore preserve. I was expecting Brachiosaurus. We're gonna wait to release that Triceratops because they get lonely fast. Um, we're gonna do this big enclosure. This is gonna be all herbivores, and then we're gonna do carnivores. Who doesn't like giant? I had my niece and nephew. Not my actual niece. They're my adopted niece. Which, not to say that adopted nieces and nephews aren't. They're just not related to me by blood. How I define that. Their stepdad had a thing come up. He's a stay-at-home dad, and they unfortunately weren't able to get a sitter in time to be able to watch them. So I volunteered to take them for a bit until mom is able to take her break from lunch and ready to rock and roll. Bing, bang, boom. And we were in the car, and kids decided they needed to talk to, as kids do, talk about dinosaurs. Got to hear all about my nephew Q. His favorite dinosaur is a T-Rex. Even though it's a bad dinosaur, it's a mean dinosaur because it eats meat. Asked him what kind of meat it eats, and he said people. I said, "Oh no!" Look at that. I'm also very excited because we're supposed to have, or this next set is supposed to be more realistic dinosaurs, which will be sick. I really want T-Rexes that actually behave like T-Rexes. Meaning T-Rexes that will actually be able to be put into a area together. That's one of my biggest gripes. A T-Rex is very big on its family unit, and you cannot have two T-Rexes in an enclosure together. One will try and eat the other. Although I have taken to name all my T-Rex Sue. Which, for the uninitiated, Sue is a very famous T-Rex fossil. I believe at the time, her fossil was largest, most complete fossil that had been found in the world. She was found in this small town in South Dakota, and then it turned into a huge legal battle. Very weirdly interesting story. Um, God, that other Triceratops got done before the fourth Brachiosaurus. Wow. Not in base of the. Damn it. Here, that'll be used for breeding. And I might as well just start breeding carnivores. Not have enough station. Get a bunch of extra power and some protection for that power. But yeah, it was absolutely adorable. They were so intent on sharing their preferred dinos with me. I love my be a lot, but I love them. I did discover, very happy to discover this actually. If you put a T-Rex into an area, like if you're just wanting like, again, lost my train of thought. God damn. If you put a T-Rex in an area with a bunch of different dinosaurs, it will actually leave them alone as long as they are too big for it to be easy to hunt them. I learned this because for a different project of mine, I wanted a kind of active ecosystem. So I put a T-Rex in with a bunch of different things. Use me. And it would not go after anything that I think it thinks would have killed it. It's actually a terrible idea. Build a separate little enclosure to actually catch carnivores. Transport them to the specific location. Assuming that still works. This is now 1993 mode. It may not. But hey, we're gonna find out. Let's get some Struthiomimesis. Animal. Social, these are going to be cross species. Oh, maybe not. Genetic augmentation. It's got an upgraded 30, so 54% to That's not bad at all. It's kind of funny how once I decided to stop talking about Bo Burnham exclusively, I was able to focus much better, and the time just goes a lot quicker. That is built. God, I feel like this is way more than a 50% chance of something dying. Peter's place. I'm not releasing any Struthiomimesis until I've got 4 that can be. They need a big hurt, in my opinion. What was the population good there? Populations. Let's do some Stegosauruses. Social. Cross species environment. That'll probably be the last thing that I put in this exhibit. There we go. Struthiomimesis. Look at that thing. It's kind of anticipated. Put it along these outer edges here. That way we don't get anything that interrupts the view. I'm gonna do Gallimimesis next. If I can find my Gallimimus. Modify his genome. Ooh, we'll go with it. Here, success rate, a greater success rate, and let's get hatching some things with teeth. Rex. I've got 5 spaces for carnivores. Rex, Spinosaurus. Or Struthiomimus is not enough? Oh, 4 Struthiomimesis is not enough. Or no, it's population, so it just needs more animals. Neato. Let's see. I wanted it to just marathon. Look at that ding. Well, get rid of this last bit of forest. That'll probably end up replanting. Okay, Mother Nature can take one. Oh, channel news. We're gonna be restarting the Bioshock playthrough because I discovered my mic wasn't recording anything. That was fun. Okay. I definitely wasn't honest. um, so we'll be restarting the Bioshock play. I'll also probably play through Burial at Sea again. Because I discovered that one also was missing like half of its audio. I think quite literally half because I got through the first half of Burial at Sea with audio and then did not get through I don't even know what is going on with my pretty sure it's a distance thing, but I don't think ever had any problems with my audio being choppy when I move around. I don't know. Something to play with. Speaking of something to hit to play with, the like button is very fun. A grand old time. Oh. Track carnivore go through. Shoot, I did not give myself enough. Maybe. Might be able to. Maybe possibly. I want there to be more gates. So they're going to have to cross a gate every time they approach a new. You know what game series I can't believe I almost about and will also probably be becoming another playthrough series at some point in the near future? The fucking Lego games. I forgot how much of a blast those are. Um, I was talking with the kid I'm actually training to be a manager. He was talking about how GameStop was apparently having this sale on games in general. Versus ready. Ready for this? This is sick. It's one of my favorite parts of the game. Good. There are. Yes! Eight here. I actually need to add this everywhere. My ranger teams can go and fix shit. Oh. Go ahead and some Stygium all out. 88's not. That makes 11. Did they already shrink that T-Rex? Going to set up carnivore. Get heckin' there. Water, so it's got something. Oh. I'm so excited for this area. It looks so cool already. At least to me. Utah. A great game. A great game. This. Let's see here. Hunt. 3 more carnivores. Be in there. Oh, it's getting late. I am getting to be a bit of a sleep play. So I think we are actually going to call the stream here soon. Hey, thank you guys again for watching. Gotta love when the streams don't go the way that you are wanting them to. But, I think it was still a very fun stream. I was also very happy to have my mom and dad in a stream. I think this is the first stream that they've kind of been in. Not knocking them. Streaming's not for, or watching a stream isn't for everybody. But I'm happy that they enjoyed it. They were able to come in. So that's gonna be nice. I'm very excited to be able to share more streams. Is building another. Fine, I'll build another. Blackjack. Hookers. Futurama. Yeah. Not gonna lie, be expecting to see this Jurassic Park map in the future. I think we're definitely gonna be doing some more exploration or advancement. I hope. Look at that T-Rex. Look at him. Gonna alt tab and oh, perfect. It'll let us do the outro while we're watching the T-Rex. Look at that. Wonders of technology. Isn't technology amazing, you guys? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad that I had 3 people again today, which is very awesome. I think that means my average stream is or average audience is going up, which is super cool. I'm working on I say this every week, I swear. I'm working on the tabletop stuff. I've commissioned a friend of mine for a thumbnail that I'll be able to use, and I'm really, really excited for that. He sent me a picture of kind of a work in progress that he's doing, and it looks so great. I'm so stoked. So keep your eyes peeled for bar brawls, because, we're at Max's Tavern. Some games are gonna be bar brawls. I think that's all the more I've got for today, so I'm gonna point at the camera, or I'm not gonna point at the camera, I'm gonna give a peace sign, and that's gonna be my signal to sign off, end the stream and all that. Thank you guys again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in the next stream. Peace out, and we'll see you later. Bye.